Return as he's covered up quickly. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Taken down.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They'll roll him out right. He's going to look deep for more. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's the reason we ball for them. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
To throw again. Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
57, Mike, 57. Good job right there. Good job right there.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Seahawks.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check. 21.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Like 80. 56.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
26 yards. 1st down, 49ers.
Here we go. 80.
Garoppolo on first down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
And a 49er first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the Seahawks' 40-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A gain of 39 that time.
Francisco.
First and goal at the 1.
21. 56. Check 56.
Now Garoppolo. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
14.
They go play action with Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
6 yards left on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this 1st quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball,
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Rolling to his right. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
7.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Tighten up.
On 1st down, Wilson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Wilson took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Javon Kinlaw able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will take over at the 20.
That's the reason we ball for them. Circle Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 4. It's now
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
from the tackle.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral it down near the 11-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on.
And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
His kick.
And he's got it up and through.
That ties the game at 14. Michael Dixon to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's got some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Now, always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
5-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. It's Clinton Dunbar with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. He'll find Metcalf. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
At the 13-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
And 8 at the 5-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Francisco.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 12.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Garoppolo.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Complete to number 27.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
The 49er 1st down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Shaquille Griffin.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him early, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
13.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Flush to his right. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. 56.
Garoppolo. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Seahawks.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gold with the extra point, and we got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
And unsuccessful there trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now they try the right side here. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is taken at the 18. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
San Francisco.
First down, Garoppolo. Oh, he'll look downfield. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 33 yards that time.
First down, 49ers.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Ready? Pick it up, defense. 65, 55. 56, the mark, boy. 56. Check 56.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. That is caught at the 7. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Lining up
A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Gould able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
Hayward brought him down. A gain of 4 brings up second down.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. We're just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Well, we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. 3rd down here.
Brings up
trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Dancing to his left. This will be caught inside the 10. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Carrier.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And this one caught by Max Williams. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it, doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And they give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Brought down by Patrick.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Gain on the play.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
That's a gain of 6.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big. But in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
3-yard loss on the play.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Jaron Reed able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4th.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
With the score.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
Wilson's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
He's going to look deep for more, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. And now he'll tuck it and run. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Now Wilson. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it, because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on third and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
The Niners on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's third and 1. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
2 yards on the play. First down, 49ers.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Coleman, the 49er.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
49er first down.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
It's a gain of 10. First down, San Francisco.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Hands it off out of the gun, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
Marquise Blair.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. He'll let this go for the end zone. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
Yeah, at the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
21.
Garoppolo now. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. He's at the 50, the 40, the 20, 10, 5. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
Seahawks 27. Mitch Wishnowsky.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson is going to find his running back. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is now to gimme.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
A 6-yard.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
To throw is Garoppolo. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
The Seahawks take over.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receiver.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
By the 49ers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Garoppolo to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And hear the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Oh, so close but incomplete. Could have been a big turnover in overtime if he'd held on. Instead, though, it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. From the 9, here's 2nd and 9. Now what can Wilson do here in the OT? And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 11 yards there, 1st down. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a 1st down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And I think the ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get...
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Seahawks, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.